But why is this such a special case? And in your opinion, why should we be so informed about it?
It's a very special case because it's the original Civil Rights Act in America. It's about protecting our economic inclusion. If we don't have economic inclusion, then you're done. If you are poor and black and don't have an education in America, they will treat a stray dog better than you. As a matter of fact, there are more animal shelters than there are homeless shelters. And so you can't live like this. You have to have access to a proper education. Mm-hmm. You have to have access to economics that can really get you to be a part of the American financial fiber.
Absolutely.
And so this law was designed to give us a pathway to that. This is now being taken away. This is one of the first time the acting Solicitor General, the Attorney General, is standing in the United States Supreme Court to roll back our civil rights to a point where we can't use them.
So what can we do? How can we help?
You can.
What kind of ruckus can we make?
You know what? Great question. First, having me here is fantastic, and thank you. Know what you're up against. This is one of those. They get you in the courtroom, and you don't even know about it.
And you can't normalize things like this.
You can't. That's right.
Because we've been so normalized with things that have been going on with Donald Trump.
That's right.
That it's like, okay, what else did we expect?
That's right. You got to protect your civil rights. Protect your civil rights. That's what I want us to do. Protect them. Go to your representatives. Ask all 47 of them. Go to the grill. If you go to the grill, we will post who signed it.
Right.
Then you'll see who didn't. Go to the 47 members of the Congressional Black Caucus and ask them, why didn't you sign this? And what are you going to do to say to Comcast and Charter, how dare you challenge our civil rights? In the words of Muhammad Ali, if you even dream about whipping my ass, you better wake up and apologize. That's what time of day it is.
So if you don't drop this case, our civil rights.
I'm not going to drop the case. We're going to go into the Supreme Court on November 13th. We're going to go in front of the 9 justices. We're going to take the position that we prevailed with in the Ninth Circuit twice. And Comcast, this is one of those, if you win, you lose. If you lose, you lose.
That's what I mean. So what are the ramifications if you do drop the case? If you do drop the case, what are the ramifications to the black community? How did that affect it? If you do drop the case.
If we do drop the case, then, well, which we won't, then at the end of the day, they'll say, well, then the Civil Rights Act is not at stake anymore. But they're the ones who brought it. Gotcha. And what they've done is they've upset a lot of folks in D.C. And I've said to David Cohen and Brian Roberts, and through back channels, this is not good. You've upset a lot of folks, and that wasn't the intent. Now you got folks in D.C. who are now talking about quietly working and aggressively working to break up Comcast because they don't believe Comcast should be the largest cable operator, own TV stations, and own the largest portfolio of cable networks. That's not my agenda. I don't necessarily want to see Comcast broken up. I don't want to see their business hindered in any way. I just want them to just have the respect to sit down with me so we can work things out so nothing's being jeopardized.